All right, y'all, what's up? Let me do that again. All right, y'all, what's up? I'm your host, Tony. Here's your... Why am I fucking up today?
I don't know what's wrong with you. This
All right, y'all. Welcome to episode 20 of The Wiretap. I'm your host,
20.
Tony. Huh?
It's 21.
It's 21?
Yeah.
Is it really?
No, I put 19 on the last one. Did I fuck up the numbers?
Yeah, you can't count. That black dude, fuck this nigga.
Nah.
What time on the camera? Set my timer.
28.
28 minutes.
I swear it's
My
not.
fault.
Nigga.
Alright, nigga, shut up.
All right, y'all. We back with episode 20 of The Wiretap. I'm your host, Tony, with y'all lover boy here, Keon.
Oh, yeah, that be me. Not lover boy. That's a new title. I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to just use that.
ladies.
I'm fucking up. I'm not going to hold you. My thoughts. Actually, I'm going to do it one more time.
This nigga's nervous.
You okay?
This nigga is nervous.
I'm moving.
Black.
I'm just we probably rusty from the break. All right, y'all. It's your host of The Wiretap, Tony. We back with episode 20. My co-host Keon is here, cameraman in the back, and we got our liaison, also commentator Leah, giving us the questions per usual. We did a good episode last week for y'all. We had got the pod itch, so we had to bring it back.
Had to. That joke was fire though.
It was. We had a good conversation. We almost fired Leah. We almost did it.
We didn't. We
thought
decided
about it.
that we did not need it.
Yeah, we thought about it. We was
We
going
shit on our own.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We don't need you, goddammit. We got this. Hey, yo, but on another note, y'all, make sure y'all like, follow,
and
subscribe
subscribe
to the pod, man. If you like what you're seeing, it take 2 seconds to do that for us, man.
Yes,
Please, and thank you.
And I'll actually watch it because we have interesting conversations. I've gotten a few phone calls from people giving them some different perspective on certain issues that they might have had. Like I got a phone call about the mask shit. And they was like, damn, I thought I was the only one that always felt like that. I'm like, nah, bro, I had to,
Yeah, we're just giving the people
Yeah.
point of view from our point of view.
Right.
And we probably all got the same common goals or ideas. You know what I mean? So it don't take you nothing to like, follow, and subscribe. Please, y'all.
Thank you.
Comment if you're feeling generous.
Yeah, if you're feeling frisky,
Shit,
comment.
you can leave an emoji.
Yeah, I don't care what it is. It can be a poop emoji. Say something. Let me know y'all there.
Look, we the shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm here whole time. Hey, look, nigga, we the shit. Look at that. They fucking with us. Shitting on niggas.
But as always, let's start that intro. Y'all, we back. We're going to get into tonight's topic. We have, I think we got 17, 18, 19. It was a lot of things that happened.
Yeah, we gonna talk.
First and foremost, rest in peace, DJ Fat Man Scoop.
Yes, absolutely. Rest in peace, King.
That's my childhood right there. That was kind of disturbing. And he was very young. We not far from 53.
Yeah, he was 53,
Yeah,
collapsed on stage. I didn't do all of my homework on what was the underlying issue.
I don't think they released it, so you good. I don't think they released it.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, but on the same subject, man, that just means that we gotta take care of our health. Like, a lot of people, men and women, don't go to the doctor. I think women go more than men do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, make sure you take care of your health. And
before we move on, I think the interesting part, though, if you're trying to find the silver lining in what happened, I mean, he died doing what he loved. Not too many people going to get that option in life.
I don't want to die with clippers in my hand, though. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I get what he was saying, but I love cutting hair, but I don't want to die mid-temp.
Not at Razor's Edge.
Yeah, not at Razor's Edge. Please, Lord.
But all right, Leah, give us our first topic and let's get into this.
Okay, so recently, food critic Keith Lee was in town in the DMV area. Checked a couple of restaurants. He wasn't very pleased with what he saw and experienced. So he actually decided not to post a lot of his critiques. As content creators, do we have a responsibility to uphold the integrity of things we speak on, or do we expose the information regardless of the effect that it has on people?
So, that's really a good question, because you kind of got yourself in a bind in the sense of you don't want to tear down somebody's livelihood, but in the same sense, the whole purpose of you doing the content is to be truthful with the people.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Like I think that solely is based on the individual, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to use your moral compass and say, yes, I'm a divulge this information or I'm gonna withhold it and not say what specific restaurant, bar that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But that also goes back to what we was talking about before. Like his palate is different from everybody else's, right? So he may not have liked the food at whatever particular place because he decided not to post it. Fair,
Right.
But somebody else, that might be
they in business for a reason. They in business for a reason.
Open.
They in business for a reason.
I think it went beyond palate because I think he was actually talking about like health concerns, like people not wearing gloves and it just being
I saw that.
unsanitary conditions and things like that.
But look at it like this though, Lee. Like I'm gonna speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's plenty of places that I frequent and that I like that I know is probably not the most sanitary that make the most bangingest food. And I be like, you know, Greek Village. How many times if y'all from Baltimore or y'all live here, y'all know Greek Village, it be flies on the meat paws and they shave that little rotisserie joint and they shave that shit off and guess what you do? Fuck that sub up.
Yeah.
So damn if I do, damn if I don't.
That's a valid point, bro, because like I don't like my Chinese food from like clean spots.
Yeah, if them pots ain't dirty, I ain't trying to hit.
Yeah,
like if the nigga that's cooking the food don't have paint on his sneakers and clothes, I'm confused. Like he ain't supposed to be painting, but them shoes better have like caked up flour on it for like a year, 6 years. Yeah, all of that.
Or
like,
the girl got to have an attitude.
Yeah, because she used to niggas.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I mean, I think like you said earlier. You know, I be thinking like, what makes someone who they are in the sense of when it comes to fame or popularity, or like why people post the same shit over and over again, or why people repost shit that in my mind, I see as dumb, but you know, who am I?
Yeah, somebody turned him up and made him who he is, and congratulations to him.
Yeah, I'm not knocking him, but I feel like what he's doing. I'm not gonna say anybody can do because I believe he's putting in. I believe he's putting in work. I'm not gonna take that from him, but essentially, like I can't remember the other guy's name. Like my girl followed the other guy. They call him the Evil Keith Lee, but he had actually started way before Keith Lee started. But Keith Lee has more notoriety than he's starting to get notoriety now. But essentially, Keith Lee had way more notoriety way before he did. But
where's Keith Lee from?
Detroit.
So you came all the way from Detroit to judge food here, but y'all water fucked up.
Hey yo,
all over the place.
I'm just saying, like Detroit water is fucked up.
Back
Yeah,
to the initial question of like withholding the information.
I'm just saying.
I think exposing the information might also be important because you could essentially be helping that business grow. Like they could use that constructive criticism. Like yo,
depending on how they take it though.
Right.
Pause.
Yeah, but people, let's say hypothetically, he put that information out there. Then you know, it's a lot of evil people out here. Now they taking pictures in front of their business, and you know, each person that puts up a negative post or a negative comment,
trying to get some clout.
you know, niggas will go there
just
and not get nothing
but
a bottled soda, and be like, yeah, he was right, and then now this business is potentially going into the ground and they lose what they got going on, and now a household.
It makes me wonder if there was an off-camera conversation with the business, because essentially that's what, at least I would do that much. So. But yeah, I think you do have a responsibility as a content creator. If the purpose of doing the content in general is to inform, right at the end of the day. I understand you don't want to hurt anyone's livelihood or put them in position, because he got a lot of flack for that for a different incident that happened a few months ago. And, you know, the experience was bad. He had a bad experience. I mean, you know, it was some things brought to light about the situation that may have not been brought to light. Some people didn't get their money. So, you know, who knows if that wouldn't have went like that, if those people would have eventually got their money. You know, and it just showed what kind of person that the owner was. You hear what I'm saying?
And I dig it. Like I think I trust the word of somebody that I know versus somebody that I follow on social media. Like, I'm not saying that I'm not bad mouthing them, but a nigga, I don't know you, so I'm gonna go see for myself. I would take your word, Leah word, or Reese word over a nigga that's from Detroit that I don't know.
That's true.
Like, nigga, who are you?
That's true. Because like I said, they in business for a reason.
Correct.
Who we got next, Leah?
All right. So this is a little bit of a long story. Bear with me. All right. So a judge orders, quote unquote, farmer bro Martin Shkreli to turn over all copies of Wu-Tang's "Once Upon a Time in Shaolin" album after Martin sold what was supposed to be the only copy of the album to a cryptocurrency collective for $4.7 million. The lawsuit comes after the buyer found out that Martin illegally made copies of the album, or potentially made copies of the album, for his friends. Now, backstory of this album took 6 years to make. Released in 2013, only one copy was made. It was sold for $2 million. It was the highest selling album ever. And it was sold as an art form, so that it's not available for download or streaming. So that's the backstory of it. But anyway, what do y'all think of this conversation?
He deserved that shit. I'm not sure if you're familiar with who he is, but
I'm not.
Okay, so he's a dick, pretty much. Pause.
Yeah, he's like some type of scammer. He got scams and stuff.
Prior to this incident. Okay.
Yeah, but prior to this, I think a few years after, maybe like 2015, he raised what's it called, HIV medicine from like, I think it was like maybe $10, $15 to $99.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, so he a dickhead for real?
Yeah, he's like, if you seen him, he.
I seen his picture. He looked like got a punchable face.
Yeah, he's a douche. I think it's well deserved. I mean, I bought something from you that, like you said earlier, was a one-on-one. One-on-one. It's an art piece, right?
Right.
It's an art piece that essentially is going to grow in revenue as it ages. So why are you making copies of it and selling it like it's the only one? I would feel duped. Like, nigga,
so
like
you essentially are, lying to everybody that you hand, mail, whatever, digital copy of the album. You lying, making them feel as though that they are one-on-one or that special. And I don't know about nobody else, but like music, like if I was to get a one-on-one
that you only got.
That I only got and I paid top dollar for it, and then I found out that other niggas got it. Like, number one, I can't brag no more. Yeah. Because other niggas got it. And then number two, you lied. Yeah. And you finessed me.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I didn't really look, because I only looked into the
Wu-Tang thing?
No, the crypto collective suing. I wonder why Wu-Tang's not suing.
So they sold their rights so I had looked into backstory. So I'm so interested in this one-of-one album thing. So they sold it for $2 million to a place. It was held in like this vault in Monte Carlo or somewhere like that. And when they sold it, it was like legal rights that nobody else can reproduce and everything like that. But once they sold it, that company ended up selling to somebody else, and that the legal document that Wu-Tang had originally drafted was like null and void. So now they could sell it, but nobody could still reproduce the copies.
So they pulled the rug from underneath Wu-Tang's.
So they
still can't stream it, but they was able to resell it.
Yeah, so they found a loophole in the situation.
Yeah, so now they can't benefit from the lawsuit either. Because I was wondering, like, well, why Wu-Tang not suing either? Because I would be
that's cruddy. He's a cruddy dude.
6 years of music, bro.
Apparently, Method Man was upset about
I would be
process. He wanted the music to be available to be streamed. He's like, it's music, let's put it out there. People want to listen to it. But it was RZA's idea to make it this one-on-one art collection thing. So.
I mean, I think it's a unique idea. I mean, I get it. You recorded 6 years worth of music. Right. That's a long time. So if it sold in 2013, that means they started in what?
2007 it said.
So that's a long time. That's a lot of music, bro.
That's some timeless. That's a timeless piece.
And then it's definitely like I want to hear it because I want to know if it sounds like.
Right, I want to know what it sounds like.
Yeah, I want to know too.
Does it sound like do the earliest songs sound like that time frame? You know, certain things weren't out, certain things weren't happening.
Yeah, did they have some modern things that's normal now that wasn't normal back then, like drum machines, beats, snares. engineers.
That's pre-trap too. We gotta think that's really
Yeah, like I would love to hear what that joint sound like.
Just before we move on, I was going to ask because I thought of something like, is it what makes a song timeless?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think that's a
like what
based
song,
upon
like what song
individual.
do you think could drop today and it wouldn't sound like it wouldn't sound, not necessarily sound like it's from instrumental wise, like not back in the day, because there's people who do make boom bap rap, but the references and the lyrics and the double entendres. What's a song today that could, like, you wouldn't know it was dropped in like 95, 96, 97, 2000, 2001?
Are you asking specific songs or?
Yeah, like what's the song you, like, when I asked you that question, what's the song that just came to mind?
No song came to mind because I misinterpreted the.
I thought you meant like a classic. Like, what make a song a classic?
No. I'm talking
what
about.
Song can you drop in any
era, right? But would not sound like, not necessarily instrumental wise, but from the way they rap, you couldn't tell. Like,
Drake, So Far Gone album.
The whole album, or
no, not the whole album, but
yeah.
I'm speaking of a specific song. Shit. Where does he go? How does it go? Shit, nah, I'ma just.
You got one?
I got a few. Shit.
No, one nigga.
So Many Tears, Tupac. If you listen to that, there's no real reference that it was the 90s. Say the name of the song. I ain't trying to get us to that.
No, I'm trying to.
Because they take down his music quick. You see what he just went through.
Right. Turn it down.
But
that's on my watch though.
We still can hear it.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah. YouTube would take that shit down quick.
Or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Say what's real.
Say what's real. Okay.
Say what's real.
Okay.
Like, yo, it's like he talked about his future before the future actually came, and then everything that he rapped about in that song, he did, and it came true.
Right.
So I would say, say what's real.
Okay, that's a good one. What's another one for me? I think any like later 2000 Jay-Z songs, they don't make too many references on time.
Shit. Yeah, like he's like
Takeover could come out now.
It could, and it'll hit.
I mean, well, Mobb Deep, but we lost Prodigy, rest in peace.
Right.
Other than that, there's no time references in that.
Yeah, and I think if we said what we think, I think there's a lot of other variations of answers to that. I think that's all in whatever individual's music is.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, your joint is all over the place. I thought you was about to say, BC Boys, such and such. Because you know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, I think So Many Tears, Tupac, that could drop today. And
I'm gonna have to go back and listen.
Like, all right, sorry, it's on topic, but I was in the shop today and we was watching YouTube, just watching videos, and Keisha Cole's song with Tupac came on.
Okay.
He was dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the nigga was dead.
Like, did you just realize that?
No, I didn't just realize, but
it dawned on you, like,
dead. I'm like. He dropped that verse. Granted, he might be. Clearly, he pre-recorded it.
Right.
But look how relevant it was for that Keisha Cole song, the Tupac and Keisha Cole song. That joint was very relevant, and it matched.
It is a fire song.
That's my shit.
Did you know she knew him when she was a kid?
Yeah, she told. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she had met him.
Now that makes even more sense.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, you could go down a list of, because it's not only in rap, it's in other genres.
Yeah, absolutely.
To the End of Time, Justin Timberlake, that could still drop. That would be a hit now.
I think what's 1+1 Beyonce can drop again.
Oh my god, I love that song.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, so it's a couple things that are like timeless in the sense of it won't take you back. Because there's certain songs you hear, like one of my favorite songs is New York State of Mind, but he drops a beeper reference in there. It's like,
so it's
like, you like,
nigga, we don't got beepers no more.
What we got next, Leah?
All right, Rappers, man, in rap news, rap mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs was seen interacting with fans on a Miami beach. Do you think this is a sign he may be rebranding Mr. Brother Love himself?
I do.
Why is he outside?
Go ahead, yo. Look, go ahead.
I mean, that was my point. Like that's the first thing that comes to mind. Why you outside? And it's like, oh, you trying to like get, because no one's going to say, like, how many people you think really going to say something?
Yeah, nobody's gonna be like, get away, woman beater.
Yeah, like
rapist. No, ain't nobody gonna say that to that man, right?
Ain't
like,
nobody
but
about to say that.
I think it's a, bro. And I don't know if the allegations are accurate. Only thing I know that is accurate is him assaulting Cassie in that hallway,
right,
which is fucking horrible, right?
Right.
I know that's a fact because I seen it.
Right.
The other allegations I can't speak to because it wasn't publicized or whatever. But yo, I just think that shit is like a ploy. You just randomly, and out of all people, Stevie J.
Yeah. I'm like, this is
you just walking on Miami Beach and casually talking to people when prior to all these allegations,
you would never have done that.
You would have never
done that.
Like, that's saying it's too dirty for a billionaire like yourself. Like, bro,
never done
cut the shit, sit down, go hide in the dark corner, and sit the fuck down. Because, like, bro, like that old shaking hands and kiss a baby shit ain't gonna work. For the shit that you got going on.
It's not going
even though niggas brush it underneath the rug because it's always something consistently happen. But bro, we ain't forget. And if it's false and they lies, you know, I will apologize on whatever pod we have to apologize. Like, bro, I apologize. You know what I mean? Granted, he don't know me, but I will recant my statement. But as of right now, that shit hold true. So
yeah, until it's proven otherwise.
Yeah.
Did I have a question on that kind of spoke to the validity of how do we separate art?
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. We talked about the group chat, but we ain't put it in the notes.
Yeah, we put it in the notes. Yeah,
we was talking about separating the art from the artist.
Yeah, because
about playing R. Kelly music. And I brought up Diddy as well.
Yeah,
I asked a question on Facebook and I got some good responses. I probably only got 2 people who said, of course, him, and I got another girl that said I fucking hate him. Other than that, everybody was like, yeah.
What he do to you, girl?
Yo, how can you just say all that shit you said about Diddy? What he did to you?
Well, now we speaking in the sense of the art versus the man, or the woman. So it's like for instance, I love the Cosby Show, right? It's what I really wanted to emulate as a man, but unfortunately, Bill did what Bill did.
Yeah, Bill was out here.
But do
niggas.
you not give him?
Sorry.
No, you good.
Sorry.
No, that was a good one. But do you not give him his accolades for what he did for our community? Like a lot of people say they like as far as that generation that came up when different world came out.
Yeah.
That inspired a lot of people to go to college.
Yeah, but it did. Yo, people are so quick to ridicule, but extremely slow to apologize.
That's true.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it's like people look to point a finger and cause like bro, Bill Cosby, Diddy, R. Kelly, so Michael Jackson for his rest in peace, Mike. All of the things that was said about him that may or may have not been true, but all of these people, y'all are quick to switch sides and fuck him and I hate him. Like, man, cut it out.
But by supporting that art, you essentially supporting them.
Yes, and it's like a double-edged sword with that. Like, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
When you like it's certain Diddy songs that I still like.
Me too.
Is he weird? Yes. It's R. Kelly music. Yeah, nigga, I love TP2.com. That's my album. And y'all can hate me. This nigga, he supports rape. And no, I don't. I support the music. That man, Robert, what's his middle name? No, his middle name is Sylvester.
Oh yeah, he is.
Robert Sylvester. No, his name is Robert Sylvester Kelly. It's a weird ass middle name, but yeah, I don't support the man. That man made timeless music. He's a amazing musician. Unfortunately, he has a sickness. That's a sickness. It's not like he just woke up like, now I'm gonna start doing this. That's an illness that somebody should have been checking on prior to, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nobody caught it because they were so caught up in the money and the fame that he had going on and being his right hand man, and they lost track of the fact that he was ultimately a monster, quote unquote, as people like to deem him. Diddy, a monster. They deem these people as monsters, predators, or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But that don't take away from their musical genius. And my statement now is either gonna be accepted or disrespected.
Well, I'm gonna say this before we take the break. I'm gonna say this. I think the issue is ultimately certain artistry holds a place in a lot of people's heart because certain things trigger a moment of nostalgia. You know, we all can remember where we were when certain things came out. So I think it is difficult to kind of let that go. You know, once you find out that the creator of the art is some type of predator. You know, like you said earlier, I'm not trying to save or speak in their behalf or say, you know, like I said, save them from what they did. But essentially, I think anybody would have a hard time letting something go that brought them back to their essentially their younger years
or a good time or something like that.
Yeah.
Like niggas take back niggas and women take back fucking shitty ass people and get back in a relationship with them.
That's true.
So the fuck? You ain't learn.
But we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna be right back.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Leah from It's the Wiretap TV with our new segment, The Wiretap News, where we're going to be talking about local events and happenings around Baltimore City. First up, I found this really interesting story. Young man, 29-year-old Jamal Wiggins, is the owner and founder of the food truck Crazy Banana Pudding. His food truck is found at Johns Hopkins Hospital. He's there during lunch hours 3 days a week. Check out his Strawberry Crunch Banana Pudding. It looks amazing. Second event we have coming up Sunday, September the 8th, the Vintage Palooza will be located at the R House. Admission is only $10. They're at 301 West 29th Street. Please check it out if you enjoy thrifting and haggling. It's a family-friendly event. Additionally, Music and Makers Festival is happening every first Saturday now through November at the Baltimore Inner Harbor. The next event is this Saturday, September the 7th from 12 to 8. There you can catch local artists, musicians, and vendors. There's also live music and food. In news, unfortunate circumstances, if you guys have been following the Adnan Syed case, his case is now returning back to court. The Maryland Supreme Court has ordered the circuit court to redo his trial. He was previously released 2 years ago after serving a 20-year sentence. So check out that news event to find out what's happening with that. Additionally, Baltimore will now join the basketball league. We will have our own team, the Baltimore Venom. Games will begin in spring 2025. So get your merch and celebrate and support your local Baltimore team. Thank you for your time, guys. Peace.
All right, y'all. We back with part 2. We're just going to get right into it. What we got, Leah?
All right, so in random news, this TikToker, The Clean Girl, is providing a unique service that's receiving mixed emotions. If you guys haven't seen the video, she's out there cleaning random graves at the cemetery. What do you think?
I think it's a good service. I don't see it being disrespectful. She's not disrespecting the grave. She's essentially cleaning the grave for families to, one, be able to find the grave, and two, it just looks more presentable.
Yeah, I don't think it's fucked up. Like,
I just think it's weird. Her presentation is the weird ass piece about it.
Yeah, because she sprayed the cross, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, so like what?
Is weird.
Like, so like wording is everything with that. Like, essentially, like we said, it's a good service, but it's how you provide the service. Pause.
Right.
You know what I mean? Pause. That shit, yes, nigga.
Yeah, he said something wild.
That shit sound wild.
You see the second part? He definitely said,
yeah,
you gotta grasp it.
Yeah, and then you was like, pause. You were diabolical with the fucking.
I thought that shit was funny because I ain't even catching myself. Pause.
You know what's not gonna be funny? My guns.
Hey yo, you know I lived a full life. I think I'm good.
You good?
You know, Jesus died at 33, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Nas, shout out to
I'm 44. Nigga not even 33.
You 33?
Nah.
36.
What we got next, Leah? That was a quick topic.
A parody page called Elliot Wilson goes viral for asking followers, "What's your favorite crash out?" And some people have different meanings of crash out. What would you crash out for?
I'm crashing out for my kids. Ultimately, my kids and my family.
Yeah. So, and I'm not even being a copycat. Those are the main things.
As a man, as a full grown man,
family and that, when I say friends, I'm talking about friends that I consider my family. Yeah, I'm crashing out.
Yeah, because these kids today, I think they just kind of just crash out for any reason. Like a nigga step on your shoes, a nigga look at you wrong.
I think you almost crashed out when somebody stepped on your shoes. When you was in the club. Remember that party? If you didn't know that man, you was crashing out.
You almost crashed out over a pair of sneakers, bro.
Come on.
So I was about to crash out, like my face said, "Oh shit, here you go."
Yes.
Cat.
Keon, what's his name? Black stepped on your shoe, your brand new shoes.
What kind of shoes was it?
I don't even remember what kind of shoes they were.
Some dunks I had on that day. You know, I keep a fresh pair.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black was my man, but he was doing too much that night. He was busted and doing too much. So it wasn't the sneaker aspect. It was the nigga, you doing too much. He did way too much that night. But
okay, it was a compilation.
Yeah, it was like, all right, now, like, friend or no friend, you're doing too much.
Yeah. You think Donald won't crash? He on the live right now. You think Donald won't crash out?
Oh, Donald's crashing out over his kids.
I can see Donald. No, I see him crashing over his sneakers.
Yeah, it's kicks. I said kicks.
Oh, kicks. I just said kids.
Nah, yeah. He gonna crash out over his kids too, but kicks.
What kicks would you crash out over? By the way, we're grown ass men. We're not crashing out over any kicks. This is a hypothetical question here.
Hypothetically, what would I?
What pair of sneakers you crashing out for?
That I own?
Let me touch.
Mind your business. Like that I own currently?
Yeah. What you crashing? I'm talking about niggas step on your shit with the dirty boot, the dirty Tim, with the mud underneath stuck.
That's any of my sneakers, my nigga. Like real rap. Like I don't buy bullshit.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not being funny, not being cocky. I don't cop bullshit. Everything I cop, except for like, you know, my little runners or whatever, my little 90-60 runners, like they not bullshit, but they not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like them joints, but if they fresh and they brand new, a muddy boot, bro, you owe me 1,000 apologies, bro.
1,000 apologies?
Yeah, and then I'll be like, all right, okay, cool.
What's your definition of crashing out, bro? Because for me, like I said, the only way I'm crashing out is for my kids or certain friends, like you said earlier, that I deem to be family. I'm not crashing out over little minute things. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm not going off the ledge behind some minimal things. Like it gotta really speak to me. Like you may say like, damn, bro crashed out for nothing. But I feel though
anybody that's not, let me say this. Anybody that's not in your shoes, they're gonna always say it's nothing.
Yeah, and
unless it involves kids. Then,
and that's only certain circumstances where it's okay. But like I'm heavy on my respect, bro.
As
like
you should be. Respect is everything.
Respect is it go a whole long way. Short story long or long story short.
Yeah.
I'm in Philly at the Locks concert, right? Nigga bumped my peoples 3 or 4 times. Then he bumped me. I touched the nigga. I said, bro, it don't take that much to say, excuse me. His exact words. The nigga like, yeah, I know you're a thug, but I'm not scared of you. I'm like, wait, what
the fuck?
He started screaming that in the middle.
Bro,
I was like, what?
You know, I'm not a thug, but
it's me and Leah. He said, I know you're a thug and I'm not scared of you. I'm looking around like, no, people, I'm not a thug. In the middle of the concert, and he got so loud that at that moment I said, well, it's up. And I'm cool with it. So that would have been, had security not came and intervened, that would have been a crash out moment for me. And I was cool with it. Like, me, I don't need nobody to tell me like, oh yeah, bro, that wasn't cool, or you shouldn't have said that, or you shouldn't have did that.
Nah, if a nigga keep bumping me, I'm gonna say something.
Bro, but that's essentially what
I think anybody was saying these things.
Yeah, like you bumped my girl like 3 or 4 times, bro, and I let you live.
Mm-hmm.
And then you bumped me. So I feel as though at this point, you don't give a fuck.
Right.
And when I grabbed him, it was 2 shoulders. I said, bro, it don't take that much to say, excuse me. And my comment was not aggressive. It was a literal statement. He looked at me, he was like, I know you're a thug and I'm not scared. Bitch, I'll throw you over this fucking balcony, nigga. Is you crazy?
Was he white?
No, he was black.
He was black.
Was he like nerdy black?
Halfway, kind of, somewhat. And then after that, I guess when he calmed down, the nigga apologized to me so much that I thought the nigga was trying to line me. I said, he apologizing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about drink.
He was like, yo, you smoke weed here. You want to drink? You and your lady? I had to text my brother who live in Philly, Hassan. Shout out to Hassan too. I'm like, bro, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but this what happened. I sent him my low because the shit was yeah. What you got going on?
I remember when I went to Houston, the nigga offered to buy me a drink, and I'm like, nah, bro. He like, you sure? I'm like, no. I mean, like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, I'm good. Like,
bitch, I
don't know you. Like,
I said no. I meant it.
I don't know you at all, bro. Like,
not all right. Since you twist my arm, give it here. No,
yeah,
nigga.
like, I'm like, nah, my nigga.
Fuck out of here.
I don't know
weirdo.
You. Yeah, and I don't know if that was a Southern hospitality thing or whatnot, but I'm just like, you feel he got a mouthful of gold. You feel me? Hella jewelry. But nigga, you want Texas niggas' voices be hella deep.
So are you not? So let me ask you this: are you not receptive to people genuinely being nice to you?
No, I always, because my life experiences have taught me that. You feel me? Like, I give you a quick, how you say it, long story short.
Yeah.
I'm 6 years old. I used to live on Falstaff, right? My grandmother
was you this height at this age?
Nah. Okay. I was your height.
Okay. Take that out.
My grandmother had bought me a moped, right? Red moped.
Okay.
So you know that bitch shining.
Right.
You
they see.
Yeah. So I'm riding the bike, boom, boom, boom. It's a group of niggas at the end of the alley. So I'm like, man, I'm going back up. Then I just out of nowhere, I could hear my father's voice. Like, yo, never be scared of nobody.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going.
It's clean.
Right.
So
I ride through the group of niggas, you feel me? I get to the top of that. I'm like, yeah, that wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, I did that shit. Nigga come riding up next to me. Bro, like, yo, you want to race? I'm like, yeah, like, hell yeah, I want to race. Like, I'm 6.
I want to race right now.
Yeah, he was like, all right, we're going to go on a count of 3. He's older than me, too, by the way. If I'm 6, he's probably like 12. Mm-hmm. So he like, 1, 2, nigga, and then he snuffed the shit out of me, and I just.
A 6-year-old.
I go on, yo, like, no, like, listen, this is how I go off the bike. Like, you know how in the show, like the shit freezes and shit, and I'm just like this, like.
Right.
I'm like, oh shit. I get up, I'm like, oh shit. Like, mind you, I'm not even supposed to have the bike outside. I came home. I had to wait for I called my grandma, can I ride my bike? She like, nah, wait till we get home. Man, fuck that. I'm taking my bike out.
Right, I'm out here.
You feel me? So that's all I'm thinking about in slow motion. Like, I'm about to get my ass wet.
Yo, good.
Bro, I'm so hot. I find this big ass stick, like that shit was like a fucking log, right? I remember to this day. I can't remember his name, but I went to elementary school with his brother, so I knew his older brother. So he see me, he like, little man, what's wrong? I'm like, a nigga stole my bike. I got this big ass.
He's ready to take his wheel.
I'm just like this, and then on top of that, I got my motherfucking Charles Barkley's on. Not supposed to be in those either. But all I'm thinking about is ass whipping I'm about to get when my grandmother.
So I gotta take this shit out on somebody. If
yeah,
I'm get my ass whooped, everybody.
I'm literally walking around from fucking. I went down to fucking Park Heights, all the way back up to Rice's Town, in between cut. Mind you, the group of niggas is gone now.
Correct.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo, I'm not gonna find this bike. Went home. I'm like, maybe they're not gonna notice.
Right.
It's a red bike.
Yeah, they
talking about like this color red.
Yeah, they know.
Right.
You ain't no being low with that.
Yeah. So Shirley get home. She
Shirley sound like she whoop ass. Anybody named Shirley beat ass.
So she like, boy, go get your bike. I'm like, no, I don't feel like riding. But she could tell something off because when I called her, I'm hella excited about riding my bike. And she like, why you want to ride your bike all of a sudden? I'm like, I'm tired, I just want to. She go in the basement. She like, where the fuck is that bike? I'm like,
now you in trouble.
Oh, shit.
Now you in trouble.
So she come upstairs, where's your bike? Where's your bike? I'm like, Grandma, listen, it wasn't me. I was listening to my father's thoughts.
Was trying to be a man.
I was trying to be a man. I told her the story. My father get off from work. Now we walking around looking for these little niggas.
Right.
So mind you, that day I get 2 ass whippings. I get one from my grandmother. Really 3 because I got hit. Snuff. Yeah. I got snuffed. I got a whipping from my grandmother, then I got a whipping from my father.
Damn.
Then I got a whipping from my grandmother that gave me the bike.
Damn.
Did you ever recover the bike?
No, that bike was long gone. That was gone. That bike was gone.
Whoever got that bike, come forward in the comments.
And then like, you ever think of some shit when you get older and you like, that motherfucker was lying.
Yep.
The nigga rolled up on me when he asked me my name. I'm like, Tony. He was like, my name's Tony too. And I thought about that shit. I'm like 21 at the time. I'm thinking like, that nigga name ain't
Nigga lied to me. Nigga lied. That happened to me. Look,
that nigga name ain't Tony.
Hey, Tone, I promise you that same shit happened to me with my cousin Ryan. He let me ride. He had a Diamondback freestyle bike.
Mm-hmm. I remember those.
It was 2 blocks over from my great grandmother's house, and they told me not to ride down that block. I do it anyway because I'm a daredevil. Go down the block, I'm wheeling the bike, doing all of that, yada yada. Nigga like, ain't you Ryan cousin? I'm like, yeah, because he's my older cousin. I'm like, yeah, that's my cousin because I'm proud of my big cousin.
Right.
He's like, yeah, let me ride the bike. I'm like, nah, he told me not to ride the bike. Let nobody ride the bike.
Yeah.
Same situation. Nigga punched me in my face. I had to be like 12 or 13. I'm a little old.
Double dishing. Nigga, I was 6.
12, yeah. A punch at 6 is different.
Yo, he snuffed the shit out of me, bro. He snuffed the shit out of me.
Punch me in my face, right? And take the bike and ride off. Now, remember last pod, I was telling you about my uncle, Henry, had the Chrysler Dynasty, the Burgundy joint. Mm-hmm. So I go back to the house. I tell my cousin Ryan, like, yo, somebody on 228th took the block. So my cousin Ryan and his older brother, Corey, they hop in the Dynasty, go riding around. They see the niggas these niggas was bold. Mm-hmm. They didn't even leave where they took the bike from, where they punched me at. They didn't the scene of the crime. Yeah, they still at the scene of the crime, right? My cousin Corey get out the car, like, yo, nigga, give me this fucking bike. So nigga look at my cousin Corey, because Corey is a grown man. Mm-hmm. Give me the fucking bike, nigga. Nigga like, oh, my bad, Corey. I didn't know that was your cousin. Like, nigga, you lying. I felt good because my cousin Corey punched a nigga in the face, too. So I won.
At least you got some get back. I never got no get back. I never got, and then like,
got my get back, nigga.
As I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that nigga was hella animated, too. Like, it was like some shit out of a fucking Disney movie and shit. Hey, buddy. Like, I
had my Sony radio taken like that from me, too, when I was living in Jersey. Like at the time, like niggas had they either had a Panasonic or a Sony radio. I had a purple Panasonic radio with the orange speakers. Mm-hmm. Like that was the thing to ride around on your bike.
This is the 80s.
Listen, nah.
Right. A little Sony speaker on your bike.
Yo, you gotta be from Patterson to know. Hey, yo, shout out to my Patterson niggas, y'all know. Yeah, y'all niggas not from Jersey, so y'all don't get it. So we used to be on our bikes and have our radio on a handlebar, you know, because it got a handle.
Yeah.
Listening to S&S mixtapes. Mm-hmm. Rewinding and fast forwarding or whatever. My parents got me one for Christmas. I was on my way to my father's barbershop on Park Ave, right? From my crib. I live on East 18th at the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Patterson, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right into the barbershop or whatever. Nigga like, yo, bro, let me see your radio. I'm like, nah. Like, straight up, nah. I try to keep riding. The nigga, so I had one of them gooseneck seats.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga grabbed my bike by the seat. Once again, I got punched in my face again. I got punched. I've been punched in my face twice on some, trying to take some shit from me when I was young, right? Punched me in my face, took my radio. I still go to the barbershop. I get there. My father don't ask nothing about the radio because they don't know that I took the radio out the house.
Right.
He was like, yo, get my hair cut, all of that. I'll get back to the crib that night. My pop come in from work. I think parents got intuition.
They could tell. They could, like, with my son, I could tell. Like, I just be like,
they go my mother and father, like, yeah, my mother said some wild shit, like, let me see your radio so I can listen to something such and such.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, you got a radio. Why do you want mine? I couldn't produce the radio. I didn't get a beating, but I want to tell him what happened. I never got the radio back, though, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Before we move on, I got one more story. You want to hear something funny?
Story time.
8th grade, I graduate. My father give me this watch, right?
The one you got on there?
No.
Oh.
I mean, the brand, yes, but not the one I got on. So I like digital watches at the time. So it's this band, but it's a flatter face, and it's all black, and they got the dot in the middle. So I'm like, what is this? I don't know. Go to 10th grade. So I had to watch for 3 years, essentially. I fall in love, right? Or what I thought was love.
Puppy love.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So me and Shorty, we in the back of the van, making out and shit. Because our mother would drive us everywhere. So she walking me to my door. That sounds crazy. She walking me to the door.
The girl or the mother?
The girl.
Wow.
Oh, you was making out in the van with her mother in there?
Yeah.
Ew, what the fuck?
Freak nigga.
So
get mine.
I'm like, yeah, girl, I love you. I'm gonna give you something to remember me every day. Pop the joint off, you feel me? Give it a watch.
Right.
Years later, I get a job up Nordstrom's. So I'm like, I gotta look a little fly with it, you feel me? I'm walking through Macy's looking for watches, and I see the watch. I'm like, damn, that's that same watch my uncle got me. And I'm like, oh, it's a Movado, because now I know now.
Right.
I look at the price. That bitch was $1,500.
Bitch, give my watch back.
Bro, I went on Facebook and tried to find her for like 8 days. I tried to find her for 8 fucking days. Could not find her to save my life. I was so high. I'm like, am I dumb?
You already gave that shit to another nigga.
Yeah. Or like somebody knew what kind of watch it was and was like, oh, yo, that's a Movado. Like,
yeah,
you know,
you done gifted somebody else with a watch. Good job, Tony.
Yeah. What we got next, Leah?
All right.
That was a good story time.
It was a good story time. Did y'all see the assistant principal who lost her eye after the altercation with the students? What's going on with these kids today?
They wild as fuck.
Like, the way she retold the story was nuts. She had to dodge 2 chairs he threw at her, and then finally, like, the third object.
Bro, I don't know what these kids are like. You know where I work at, and I tell you when I'm down there now, these kids are fucking crazy, bro. Like, I thought we was crazy. Like, I really genuinely thought, I knew niggas that gangbang. I knew niggas who was going to juvie. I knew niggas who was doing, like, wicked shit.
Right.
But it's nothing compared to what these kids are doing now. Like, a few months ago, do you remember the little kid that got killed down in Cherry Hill, 12 years old? 14.
No, what happened?
He got hit with an AK.
What the fuck?
Come to find out, bro, was allegedly, he was running the niggas' stash houses.
Damn.
So, like, unfortunately,
these kids are fucking crazy.
Kids are evolving. So what our bad was and what we did that was bad, these kids have evolved into something else that we don't understand.
At all.
Right? And I feel as though that the kids that are their peers that are in their age group can relate to it and they get it. To where us as full grown adults, we like,
I would never.
The fuck?
Yeah,
Wait,
the goal. Like, I would never. Bro, I remember one kid had me call my grandma. I had to call my grandma. Like, grandma, thank you.
Yo, because these kids, yo, they can have, and it doesn't range from, it doesn't just end at, I said range, but end at kids from broken homes. It be kids with like amazing upbringings that are out here acting wild and just doing anything. And I'm gonna get on a little bit of soapbox type of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have failed them too, because you know what we stop doing or what we say first? Man, I ain't fucking with them wild ass little niggas.
Mm-hmm.
When it's our job you never know how 5 second, a minute, 2-3 minute conversation may impact a child.
Right.
Coming from somebody outside of their household.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've made it my business, me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this is when I got them in my chair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give them a little bar, a little piece, here and there, pause. Piece was crazy. But give them a little bit of game of what I know, and you can take it
or leave it.
Or you can leave it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you a little bit of free game about what I know. Like, I can tell you all about doing wrong.
Right.
I can also tell you about doing right.
Bro, I remember a time when like touching a teacher was like, we knew not to do that shit.
Yeah, that shit was
we
wild.
Knew not
it was unheard of. You knew better.
Yeah.
It was like cops.
Yeah, we knew not to touch like, bro, I done seen situations where niggas is getting it in, the teacher getting the mix, niggas like.
Yeah, because I feel as though that kids nowadays don't fear repercussions.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't fear repercussions. They just be like, yeah.
But speaking of which, I feel like teachers need more respect. Like, it's so unfortunate. These are the people that's rearing our children the majority of the day throughout the school year, and they're so underpaid and they're unrespected. They getting not only these type of lash outs from the kids, but from parents too. Like,
yeah, I was going to say, it really.
Don't be telling my kid this and that. Like, what? Like, treat the respect.
It really starts at home when you really think about it, because if the discipline is not put in the crib, then you feel me, they can't take it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can I respect a teacher if I'm not even respecting?
Oh shit! Hold up.
If I'm not even respecting my people's at home, or more so, my people's let me get away with, not necessarily not respecting, but my people's let me get away with so much at home. How can I then go to school and a teacher trying to put me in my place? I'm not gonna respect that.
Exactly.
If I'm not getting that at home, how am I?
Yeah, but what do you say to the children that are actually getting the love and the respect at home,
mm-hmm.
and they still go out here and do wild behavior? Like, it's like you got 50% that are not getting the guidance that they need at home,
mm-hmm.
and then you got 50% that are getting the guidance at home, and both parties are still doing the same shit. Mm-hmm. So it's like a lose-lose. It's like you can, bro, as a parent, all you can do is do the best that you can to raise your child to be a respectable, upstanding citizen.
Right. And
that's your job. You're doing your job.
Right.
You can be as stern as you want to. That don't deter a child from doing what they want to do when they leave out your house.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're right, because ultimately, like you said, you can give everything. Like, I've known people like that. I've known people who got everything they ever wanted in life and still turn to the hood. You
bro,
get what I'm saying?
Like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I am one of them children. Like, I had an amazing household.
Mm-hmm.
Mother and father in there, shit that wasn't common in the hood, didn't want for nothing, always had the best of the best. And guess what I still did? fucked up shit that my parents didn't raise me to do.
But you wasn't hitting teachers. We talking about civilian matters now.
Nah, I ain't never hit no goddamn
Right.
teacher.
No, but I mean, even in that context,
I'm just saying in general.
yeah, but
like,
even in that context, you still had a code.
Right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
there were certain lines that I
Right, like I just said this the other day. I said a lot of people these days don't have a code anymore. People are just kind of just doing whatever they want to
they
do.
freestyling.
Yeah, and they now you good. They finding out that the shit really don't work when you don't have a code or something to live by. That's why I used to love Omar on The Wire, because he wouldn't rob civilians.
Right.
He only robbed people that
Drug
played
dealers.
the game, right? Because
Right.
that's a code.
Yeah.
Most men these days don't have a code no more. Even like how if me as a man, if I ain't got no code, right? How then can I turn around and teach a code to somebody else?
That I'm not standing up.
If I'm not standing up to my own shit, I can't turn around and tell my kid, like, bro,
Right.
in one particular situation I witnessed, I could tell that the pops was not a nigga who had a code. And this is why your son is wilding the way he is. You in there like cheering on what he's getting into, or quote unquote not giving a fuck about the system, but ultimately that's where he gonna end up. And you should feel some type of way about that as a parent, correct?
Absolutely. You gotta have integrity and principles.
And then you crying on social media or news cameras tell some my child didn't deserve that. Yes, you did.
Right. But we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come right back.